Auschwitz is one of the most infamous concentration camps in the history of World War II. Its name has become a symbol of horror for millions of people. In this video, we will examine how Auschwitz was organized, the role it played within the Nazi camp system, and what occurred behind its walls. Auschwitz consisted of several main areas: the administrative zone and security. This was where the headquarters and guard posts were located. The camp was surrounded by barbed wire, carrying an electric current. Guards constantly patrolled the area from watchtowers. Living barracks. This is where the prisoners were held. In conditions of extreme overcrowding and unsanitary conditions, hundreds of people were forced to live in a single barrack. Work zones. The Nazis used prisoners for labor in construction, on farms and in factories, both inside and outside the camp. Execution zones and crematoria. One of the most horrific parts of the camp. Auschwitz became one of the central sites of the Holocaust, where gas chambers were used for mass extermination. Prisoners were forced to undress and enter a room under the pretense that it was a shower. In reality, these were gas chambers where the gas Zyklon B was used. Each day for the prisoners began with roll call. People were lined up in the freezing cold or under the scorching sun, sometimes forced to stand for hours. This was not only physical, but also psychological torment. After roll call, prisoners were sent to forced labor. The prisoners' diet was extremely meager: a piece of bread, turnip soup, or potato peels. Hunger was a constant companion, and many died from starvation. Life in the camp was accompanied by a constant threat of death from disease, hunger, exhausting labor, or immediate execution. Conditions in Auschwitz were deliberately created to break a person's will and make survival almost impossible. One of the most terrifying aspects of life in Auschwitz was the medical experiments. The camp's notorious doctor, Josef Mengele, conducted cruel experiments on prisoners, especially on twins, pregnant women, and children. Mengele and his team did not consider the prisoners as human beings. For them, they were merely subjects for experimentation. Auschwitz was a crucial point in the Nazi extermination system. Trains carrying prisoners arrived from various parts of Europe: Poland, Hungary, France, the Netherlands, and other countries. People were deported with their entire families, often being promised resettlement in new homes. Upon arrival at the camp, a process of selection took place. Nazi doctors determined each person's fate. Those who were able to work were sent to labor camps, while those deemed unfit for work were sent immediately to their deaths in the gas chambers. The gas chambers could hold up to 2,000 people at once. After they were killed, the bodies were transported to crematoria, where they were burned to cover up the crimes. Auschwitz became a symbol of mass genocide, where over 1 million people were killed, most of them Jews. On January 27, 1945, Auschwitz was liberated by Soviet forces. When the soldiers entered the camp, they were met with a horrifying scene: thousands of dead bodies, prisoners dying from hunger and disease, and destroyed crematoria. The survivors were emaciated and could barely stand on their feet. These images shocked the world, revealing the true scale of Nazi atrocities. Auschwitz became a symbol of the Holocaust and the cruelty of the Nazi regime, reminding us of the consequences of hatred and intolerance. Auschwitz is not just a camp, it is a symbol of one of the darkest periods in human history. Millions of lives were destroyed here as part of the Nazi final solution. Today, Auschwitz is a museum and memorial where people from all over the world come to honor the memory of the Holocaust victims. Remembering Auschwitz is our duty to those who did not survive and to future generations. We must remember so that it never happens again. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching.